Hello, and thank you for taking a moment to watch this video. On this training, I want to take a moment to kind of discuss with you how you're going to kind of manage your data, your contacts, your leads as you're making calls. As you know, with PhoneBurner, you're able to power through your calls at a rate of 60 to 80 dials an hour, which doesn't leave you a lot of time to manually update everything that you might need to update associated with each of those records. Now, of course, there are certain things that you're going to have to manually update. Like if you connect with somebody live and you schedule an appointment, there's going to be some stuff that you're going to have to manually handle. However, when you call somebody and you leave a voicemail, like in this particular case, I called this contact and left a voicemail, I might want to make sure that this contact is updated in a way that takes it off of my list for today, but brings it up on a list in the future. But when I'm making calls with PhoneBurner, leaving a voicemail takes seconds and I'm off to the next phone call. So to save me from having to manually go back and update records or to slow down during the dial session to update the records, I'm going to take advantage of a tool inside of Salesforce called Process Builder. And to help me with that, I've actually created a couple custom fields. You can see them listed here: next call date and total calls. These are a couple custom fields that I'm going to use as I'm working through Process Builder to kind of show you. Now, keep in mind, I'm just giving you some examples of what you can do. How you take advantage of this tool is going to be completely up to you. So first and foremost, where do we go to access Process Builder? We're going to go up to the top and we're going to go to Setup. From the Setup page over in the Quick Find, we're going to type in Process Builder. And then we're going to go ahead and click on Process Builder. That will take us to Process Builder where we can review any processes that we've already created. Now, of course, if this is the first time you've been here, you might not have anything listed here. And another thing I want to point out is that this is an admin functionality. So if you do not have admin rights in Salesforce, you will not be able to do this, and you'll need to work with your admin in order to build this stuff out. So for our training today, I'm going to walk you through the first steps of creating the process. And then once we get the process created, we'll have a few other trainings to talk about how you can build out the individual steps within the full process. So we're going to click on the New button, and we're going to give our process a name. I'm just going to name it PhoneBurner. The system will automatically create an API name. No need to change it. And you can give it a description if you'd like. And then the last option, the process starts when we need to choose a record changes. And then we're going to go ahead and save this. So now we have the shell of our process. And now we need to start to configure it. So the first thing we need to do when we're starting to configure the process is we need to identify the object in Salesforce that Process Builder will monitor to trigger or initiate the updates. So we're going to click on Add Object. And over here where it says Find an Object, we're going to type in task and we're going to choose the task object. And the reason why we're selecting the task object is because all of these activities that are created within Salesforce are all part of the task object. They are not part of the contact object. They're associated or related to the contact object, but they are part of the task object. So let's get back over there. So we've got the task object selected. So now we just need to decide when this process will get kicked off. Only when a record is created or when a record is created or edited. I'm going to leave it set to only when a record is created. That way this process will only run one time when the new task activities are logged in Salesforce. If I come in later on and edit that activity, it will not run the process again. And I'm going to go ahead and save that. And that's it for this particular training video. Make sure you watch the other training videos where we go through and add the criteria that will actually make the changes that we want. Bye for now, and happy dialing.